I got an achievement for starting the game. Well, don't I feel accomplished? Hello, everyone! Welcome to April 24th. Okay, that's the biggest heart attack I've had on a menu in a long time. Off to a good start. You know, I read a review that said they liked how the jump scares started right away. I didn't think they meant that right away. Another horror game from Emika Games, who I've played a number of their stuff in the past. I'm actually not sure about that, though, because if we look on the store page, it lists the publisher as Emika Games, but the developer as something called just Nobody, all caps? I don't know, but it certainly fits their style, so it could just be a quirk. Anyway, let's get started. Apparently in this, we play as a journalist gaining access to a house that's cordoned off by the police, but I'm not really sure why or how. Yeah, maybe the game will tell us. I don't know, that really threw me off. Chapter 1, The Wicked. Waking up in a prison cell beneath a crucifix. Oh, not a cell, not a cell. Simply the corner of a basement where apparently we really don't want to take this axe. Oh, we can zoom in with the E key. It's 10:42 a.m., but from the darkness you'd never know it. Well, at least it's not cold. I hear breathing, but I can only see a few feet in front of me. Good work with that menu. I got jitters already. Some noises coming from this bear, and I don't like them. Did I bump into that, or did it come down the stairs? I didn't see. I was too busy worrying about the sounds coming from the bear. It wasn't just whispers, it was like the house was crackling and coming alive. Alright, we're not going that way. Okay, it's gonna be one of these games now. Emika Games is definitely capable of telling real stories in these horror games. The environments, the sounds, they're always top-notch. And sometimes they use those to scare the bejesus out of me repeatedly. It's like the toppest tier of 2013 Unity horror game. Did I just see something there? I could have sworn I saw somebody standing there. Can I have that? Look at you, you're so tall. Look at that grin. You're like a theme park statue. And you're barefoot as well. She shouldn't have done that in your bed. She deserves to be punished. What are you talking about? Dear Ben, you've been living in the basement for months and haven't come out. You're going crazy and dragging us along. The kids and I don't understand what's going on with you. You become aggressive, and you're taking out all your anger on us. Alice is sick. It's hard for her to live in such an environment, and Jacob is still too young, and I don't want him to get hurt. Know that we have the right to live without you. I tried to discuss everything with you in a normal setting, but you don't make contact. I just want you to know that we have someone who will take care of us. All you have to do is let us go. Let us do this. Sincerely, Evelyn. Chapter 2, April 24th, 1991. Did we kill them because they tried to leave? You're here even now. I can hear a dragging noise. This place already looks like it's a wreck. It also looks very familiar. Hey, it's this house. I think it's a variation on an asset house that exists. Not that that's necessarily been a bad thing. I've been spooked in this place many times. It's even served as the home base for the Halloween specials. In a different form, of course. At the very least, it's reskinned and reworked. There is custom stuff going on. That door's just open a crack. Is that a wheelchair? Is someone here disabled? Well, they said that our daughter was sick. I guess that's our daughter. Look at this, by the way, an actual good use of VHS effects. Not only do they actually look like VHS, but they serve only one part of the story to show the horror of what we're doing. Or what I assume we're doing. What? Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I got it. I'll take it from here, man. My name is Sean Miller. I'm conducting a journalistic investigation of a brutal murder on the outskirts of the city that occurred on April 24th. I want to find out the true cause of this crime and find answers to all questions. Chapter 3, Observer. Wow, we are moving at a breakneck pace. So I guess we're just obsessing over these tapes. Oh no, are we already in the house? Look, there's police tape on the ground here. Oh look, see, it says, do enter. So, I guess we're legally in the clear. Wow, there are a lot of tapes in here. What am I meant to mess with, though? No, but seriously, what do I do? Game? Something's supposed to be happening right now? Oh, maybe I have to focus on the TV. No? Game, what do you want? The ambiance is quite... Oh. That drawer right there. On April 24th, a brutal murder took place in a house on the outskirts of the city. A man killed his entire family with an axe. The accused himself called the police and was arrested on the spot. The man testifies and says that he was influenced by a certain man in a hat, and that he forced him to commit this crime. The police have no further comment. We will monitor developments in this case. I wonder if the video will actually show anything, or if we're simply playing from his perspective. Pieces of me. But yeah, this game came out last year. Just a couple months ago, they released Pieces of Me, which was another game in the series. All of the games in the Emika catalog have generally been either directly or loosely connected. So it's kind of a downplayed horror universe done well. Let's watch. Chapter 4, Pieces of Me. April 26th, 2 days after the murders. This place is sealed shut, bound in a crucifix. Flies buzzing all over, a skull on the ground. Darwin, you watch this door for me. I'm gonna go peer into the dark some more. This game definitely makes good use of the darkness, I'll tell you that. It starts strong and never lets up. Need to look for a knife so I can cut the rope. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Your skin texture makes me so uncomfortable. Your eyes, the way they're so sunken in. These games really have fun at the Halloween prop store, don't they? Where can one find a knife? Hammer, no. The bloody handprint this time does not indicate something I can mess with. I mean, look at this. We're just sitting here in the dark with something emanating whispers and just so creepy looking. Something trying constantly to get in. It's such an uncomfortable atmosphere, and yet it's not a chase. It's not panicky. It's just like a nightmare. It's terrifying and we can't get away. Oh, I figured the bloody handprint would mean something. There's one embedded in the door. Great reason not to. Actually, I'm somewhat reassured by the fact you need to ask. Voice lines tend to be sparse in these games, but I'm always kind of impressed when they're there. They say that graphics don't make the game, but in horror, they definitely go a long way. I mean, with the darkness in this, you know, it's great that we're using a lighter and not a flashlight because it means the darkness is a wall that we have to constantly push back. Okay, so they're real. The horror babies are real. Genuine article. That was the worst, because I could not look to my right during all of that, and every fiber of my being wanted to. We know that a baby was murdered here. Should I check the other places down the hall? Everything is bound up, every door. I'm hearing occasional whispers all around me. Take it that means another door is open now. Wait, there's a crowbar over here, yes. Oh! Oh my god. You know, I love these games because otherwise, how would we get stuff for the scare reels? Anything here? No? Great. Something slid. Didn't even wait for them to pass to start getting through. This is like when you've already beat a horror game a few times and you're trying to speedrun it. Actually, now that I think about it, the protagonist of a horror game in a player speedrun must look completely unhinged. 3:15. Can't go through to the other side. It's so weird. The orientation of these doors means that the house is a maze, and despite going through the same rooms, we take a completely different path every time. I hate that. You're different from the tall man. That's what I thought. If you telegraph it, it won't be as strong of a scare. Like, deliberately. Sealing me in. These games, man, they are just all in on the atmosphere. And, well, at a certain point, that and jump scares are kinda all a horror game needs. Anything after that is optional. There is a coffin on the table. I could see through the cracks a little bit. I can hear you humming from in there. I don't like the sound of any of that. Shelf. Always wary of turning around in moments like that. Always. Well, there was a shelf in the hall.
Watching.
Oh, that movement. It was like your joints were coming apart. You know, I don't often play games like this on the channel these days. Look at you. So it definitely feels different when I do. This stuff for. Oh my god! They're just moving me along. Remember, this is in the days immediately after the family was killed. Tie the ropes to the doors. We're barricading ourselves in and undoing our work. Ah! Close and board the coffin. Oh, hey. Interactive gravekeeping game. Need to find a cross and put it on the coffin. I swear I saw one somewhere. There was one on the ground somewhere. A book on a shelf? Okay, there's got to be something back there then. Is this like some kind of ritual to bind their spirits? Where? Oh, up here. The safe is open. It doesn't even have to be a well-done jump scare to work in this environment. Alright, come on. Got work to do. You eat your Cheerios and shut up.
You're gonna die.
You know what to do. Now's the time. Do it.
Chapter 5, The Touch of Evil. Imagine being this investigator sitting here in the house where it all happened and watching these tapes. From the sound of it, this is still happening. Need to lock the door with a chair. Chair. Come on. You again. Do you represent the daughter? Proof of death. Did I need any more proof? Chapter 6, Proof of Death. April 28th, 1991. Look at that. Your side is so hollowed out from rot that there's a mouse under your waistband still eating you. And we've chained ourselves in. Wait. That's an... these are evidence markers. This is after the crime scene's been sealed off. So what am I doing then? Is there maybe a handprint somewhere? Ah, you're biting at her mouth. And 1. That's 2. Maybe I have to do something with these. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Wait, 7. Ah. A hacksaw. Maybe we can use that on the chains? It's like somehow we were trapped in here during the investigation. Oh! Hey, bud. I need a key. Must be one around here somewhere. We can go downstairs. I can open this door with a bolt cutter. Yep, we need a specific tool for each door. That's the nature of tools. You can only use them for one thing, and one thing only. Back down here. You know, I'm kind of getting flashbacks to exploring the Baker house for the first time, or at least the guest house in the Resident Evil 7 demo. Because this is doing all the same things right. Need to find the password. Okay, so we're looking for 3 different solutions in this hallway. 4 different solutions. And we're starting to find the answers. 3C. Okay, can we look around for more letters on the wall? Baby's gonna have to stop speaking in tongues real quick. Unless she wants to start paying rent. 3B. So C and B are both 3. I'm gonna guess there's 4. Okay. Best case would be to find A then. But where's A? The other good thing about having the environments be this dark is that they can change things in your immediate space, and know that as long as you're a certain distance away, you won't see it. Where's A? Come on. Wait, 5D. 5D through that door. That is really annoying placement. And you have a pry bar. So it's something 335. At this point, we can brute force it, but let's try over here. Oh my god, hi. 4A, 4335. Never seen you before, but you look kinda like, Agent Nightingale from Alan Wake 2. You know, after he spent 13 years in a lake. Alright, what was it? It was 4, 3, 3, 5. There we go. Dear Ben, I can't live like this anymore. I want to get a divorce and sell the house. My torment has become unbearable, and I need freedom. Please give me the opportunity to start a new chapter in my life. Sincerely, Evelyn. Hi. Dude, who are you? Who do you represent in this story? Are you just the neighbor Paul who got axe murdered when he came over to see what the commotion was about? Paul's a real one. Lend me his leaf blower. Oh, that ball always rolling down the stairs. Great with kids, too. That was creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that's really creepy. The only thing left behind is the blood stain that I'm pretty sure was not here before. Okay. Now what? Okay, that didn't work a second ago. Oh my god, completely headless. But nobody said axe murders were pretty, right? my god! Oh my god! It's so much worse coming from your room, especially after what we just saw. You know, what if my entire life leading up to this point is just me in hell, and this is me getting punished for being too young when I played that one level in the beginning of Max Payne? That freaked me out so bad, and I couldn't help but think of it just now. This is the nightmare version of it. Alright, what am I doing now? I'm not gonna lie, I'm really thrown off. We still can't get in there. Is there anything in here? There's something behind the door. Need to find something to open it with. You're literally picking up an entire hardware store, man. Just think of something. Why do I keep coming back? A leaf from the diary. Dear diary, Mom and Dad were fighting again today. If I wasn't a burden, I can help them with little Jacob. He requires a lot of it. Oh, the baby was the boy. I'd forgotten about the name Jacob. He requires a lot of attention, and I give them a lot of trouble. It hurts me so much to look at them and see how they suffer because of me and Jacob. If I hadn't been there, my parents would have been much happier. They wouldn't have to worry about my health. I feel useless and unnecessary, and I would like to be the best daughter for them. Horrible situation to be in. None of this is her fault, and she feels so much guilt over existing. And that's before her father's homicidal tendencies. Right here, as always, following the evidence markers brings us to it. There we go. That won't get us through there, but that pry bar will. Proof that in the right circumstances, even a sheet ghost can be cruelly effective. Also, I believe that asset was used again in, which one was it? September 7th, maybe? Oddly enough, a Christmas horror game? Well, I suppose being named after a date gives them some sort of connection. This house is always a cacophony. So why has it just gone silent? Oh my god. To better prime us for you. Why would you do that? I've been gotten by that same sound effect so many times before. In fact, I've even used it myself in a video years ago. Even after it's already done, it's just the steps to get to our weapon. I should hack you apart right now. Just like the baby dolls, it seems like you're a mocking image of our disabled daughter. Oh, hey! Watching us watch ourselves. Chapter 7, there is no way out. You don't want to whip around in a frenzied panic? We don't have to, because we've been gifted another Tate. There's no way out. It's your turn to make a movie. April 30th. We've already seen this. I think coming here may have been a mistake. Hello? Huh. Okay, that's kinda cool. Only one way out. Oh! Do it. Always a pair, are you two? Is there something I can do with you? Or do I just need to wait this out with you? Finish your movie. Get on the chair. Do we have to write our note? I have completed this investigation, but unfortunately I will not be able to publish it. This house is a source of madness. It has consumed me. I wanted to find the truth, but instead I found death. It's all about the man in the hat. He oppresses his victims and makes them do terrible things. Ben recorded everything on tapes. I saw that man forcing Ben to kill his wife for cheating, but it wasn't enough for him. He continued to stalk him until Ben killed his entire family. Now I'm his next victim, and I can't stand up to him. Sean Miller. No choice. What a strange song to end on. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool, but strange, a really weird mood whiplash. So that was April 24th, and that was terrifying. I mean, it was a virtual haunted house. It didn't have a tremendous amount of depth to it, a fairly simple story, but it was told really well. It was told in a way that definitely was mind-bending, but most importantly, it felt like you were mired in it. It felt like you were wading through molasses the entire time. And it's not over yet. I've heard of being buried alive, but I've never been buried with something before. We're being eaten as well.
Dead.
my god! Is this the end? And I got the achievement. Is this the end? A hidden scene. And I just got the 100% achievement, too. But yeah, this was April 24th, and it was just pure, concentrated, dense horror that actually found a pretty good balance even still between having lots and lots of heart-stopping jump scares and great atmosphere. I mean, these games have always had great atmosphere. I do wonder if Nobody is actually a different developer, just like operating under the Emika banner, or if it is just another name for the same person. But suffice to say, this was really cool, and it's proof that even a series of cliches can be well executed. It was dark, both literally and figuratively. It was super disturbing in its imagery. And it actually did like a weird balance between having gory detail and sort of abstracting that stuff into metaphorical, just horror images. I mean, we find a headless corpse in one bed, and just police tape and the sound of a baby crying from around a corner in another. Somehow that's worse, I think, than anything it could have shown, but knowing that it will show us things kind of increases our trepidation as we walk into the dark. It's a weird thing where you would think that these jump scares and this atmosphere couldn't really mesh well together, that they would have to be separate, or at least further spaced apart. But by having them so intermixed, I think it made it so that we spent enough time in the dark that we weren't constantly interrupted, but we also knew that at any moment it would do it. Some games that are heavier on atmosphere actually kind of have the opposite problem, where you know it's not really gonna hit you with anything, and it kind of loses its edge after a while. It actually sort of reminds me of the vibe of movies like Sinister, you know? Which, by the way, if you haven't seen Sinister, go check it out, because it's actually, like, surprisingly good. But what can I say? I'm not gonna say it's high art or anything, but it's still really, really well done for what it is. And that's what I've come to expect from this developer/publisher. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.